Okay, how are we really going to play this? Are we just going to completely just wipe out whatever Natasha has to say when it comes down to these meetings that y'all are having and depositions about y'all case, as far as how y'all going to handle Bethany? Is she a racist? Well, that might be a little bit hard to prove because of the fact her husband is black, but you still should gear into that because how she treats our colored people. It is what it is, even though she is married to a black man. Let's see.
People to get our point across. Okay. And, we just don't want to lose their attention. We need to have more people, we can do that very easily if necessary.
Well, don't you think that Chase and Candance, they're kind of like one person in this scenario, so that actually only puts 3 witnesses. Don't you want a list of people so that they can just hear a history of her behavior?
No, Natasha, I think they have their own separate story, right?
They do, yes.
They're married, but these things that happen to them individually. As well, they probably saw some things that happened together, but what she did to her was separate. And I think this is more than enough, I think once they hear their testimony, I think we'll have them enough, and then after I prove some other things, it's a done deal. That's fine, we're going. The incidents, we still got to work on some of the dates. We have to be very specific on that. We do have video evidence in the parking lot. There's the trespassing issues. This right here, it continues to bother me. I just think we should wipe it off the board simply because it's going to be very hard to prove. We don't have any video evidence saying that. Of her saying,
I'm sorry, Kendrick. We wouldn't need the video evidence if we had a longer witness list because people can't count that she is in fact racist. I have experience firsthand her asking me, why do you talk that way? Why do you dress that way? Why did she ask that? Not because I'm a woman, because I'm a black woman.
Right.
Because why then would you care otherwise?
Right.
He has experienced that. And the judge is black. And I'm sure he has his own accounts of having to endure racism as you have. And I do feel like it's a valid point that needs to be brought up.
Okay, I totally understand. However, again, how do we prove that she did that to you?
The witnesses that you do not
That she did that to
understand.
you. No, I do want to put them on the stand if necessary. But again, it's hearsay. Like, all she's going to do is say, no, I wasn't. So
Their
how do we
accounts
prove
and their
it?
remarks.
And everybody, why they can't be lying? Why everybody can't be lying? Like, we have to have proof. You understand? Proof.
Okay.
And I just think, Chase, I think we can win this case very easily with harassment, based on harassment versus racism, which is very hard to prove. And I just want your opinion on this. Like, what do you think?
It's not very hard to prove.
Whatever you guys, what do you mean? You say we should take it off? Yes, we take it off.
Thank you.
Yes.
Racism. What else I want to talk about is it's just
It's gonna make or break our case if we put it, keep it on here. No, man, I think we can win bigger settlement based on harassment alone. She said you guys alone. She just needs a minute.
more than a minute.
It's different.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing's up. It's over here.
Okay, why did you storm out of the
I
meeting?
stormed out of there because you're allowing Kendrick to come in and derail everything I've worked hard for the past 6 months. You and I both know that that woman is a racist, and I'm completely fine with his input, but I'm not completely fine with him derailing everything that you and I have worked on for the past couple of months. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Okay, so then what are we going to do?
But you already told me it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
It is what you can prove, and we can prove that, Chase, and you know it. He wants to limit the witness list to 3 people when we have 10 witnesses that we can show that she has been racist too. But you're okay with it. Let's just limit it down.
No, I just heard what he said makes sense. Okay, jury fatigue. I'm looking at it like myself. If I was on a jury and I'm sitting there for 3, 4, 5,
They're
6, 7
sworn to
days.
do their job. Well, I understand that. There are some people that just really believe in just finding out the truth. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, they get paid, but I don't know, 9, 10, 25. Who knows what that they don't care. This is a civil case. They ain't gonna care that much. It ain't like it's a murder trial. This ain't that interesting to them anyway.
How do you know? How do you know? You don't, exactly. All you know is that whatever he says and whatever he wants to put on that board, you're going to agree with. Since Kendrick has come in, you look different, with the exception of today. You have on a t-shirt that I bought you. Thanks so much for wearing it because I'm shocked it's not in the trash. But you want to wear your collared shirts. If I take a phone call with you before you're fine with it. All of a sudden,
Well, it wasn't that I was fine with it. I just didn't say anything. I was, it's like whatever.
Oh, so you had a problem with it
It's not
before?
that I had a problem.
Then why is there a problem now?
I'm saying it's... All right, Natasha, I think you just take a chill. I'm going to let you have your moment. I'm going to get back here into the meeting. And if you want to join us, feel free. If not, I guess...
Well, what am I joining you for? Everything that he says is gold. You're going to go with everything that he says. So if you want him to revamp this case, then so be it. Go back into the meeting.
All right. All right. Sorry about that.
We good?
Yep. Cool.
Well, Kendrick wants to completely eliminate the race card because he doesn't feel they have a strong ground, and whether or not they're going to be able to prove whether or not Bethany, who is clearly treating people of color as if she has a major problem with them. Although we have learned a little bit more about Bethany's story and why some of the things she feel is the way she feel, it still doesn't change the fact that she treats people of color a certain way. It's like she has to have a dominance over them because she can bow down when it comes to people of her own race. So I like the fact that they are tackling this. I do not like the fact that they're just pushing Natasha out of the way and not really hearing her for the work that she has put into it. I don't really necessarily think they should take out the race card, but I think they should play it on a different angle, twist it a little bit, make it like a second-hand thing to the major problem. And the problem is the harassment that she's causing them, the hardships that she is putting down on them. And they can use the race card to drive that home, especially with all the visitors they done had coming there, trying to interact with them. And then Bethany is just being the Karen that she is. Let's just call it for what it is. But I do not like the fact that they're just overriding Natasha on everything that she has worked so hard for. Now, do I agree that maybe she's a little too attached to the case because Bethany has attacked herself? It might derail what they're trying to do a little bit, but let's not completely throw off her valid opinion of what is actually going on with this case. Don't let her make her feel this small in a male dominant profession, and that is being an attorney, a lawyer. It's a male driven atmosphere. That's why I kind of like the Murder, She Wrote, because it geared into the woman's perspective or side on it. And I get it. Chase was not being the man that he needed to be and let her know that he was having problems. But that's how Chase is. And this is kind of why Chase is in the problem that he's in when it comes to Bethany. Instead of doing what he needed to do right off the bat, he let it linger. So this is just as much as his fault as it is Bethany's fault, because they really should have attacked the issue firsthand. But on the issue of whether or not Kendrick should be coming in and just completely railing her versus working with her to come to a common ground on how they can really defeat this case, now that is the true analysis of it all. What do you think? Put your comments down in the comment section. As always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first. And toodles.